Hello, welcome to Eliminator on the Commodore 64. Now, this is, I think, well, it's not really an original game. I think it's a conversion of, yeah, a conversion from the Commodore Amiga. And to be fair, it's probably a better game on the Amiga, but the 64 version is not too bad though. Let's get started. The music's by the Maniacs of Noise, so it's quite good bouncy tune. Not quite sure it really fits the game, but it's a good tune anyway. Now, as you can see, it looks a bit like Trailblazer, except you control this little craft here, and you can fire though, but you can't jump unless you hit those little launch pads that are lying on the ground with an arrow on them. Now, on the Amiga, the action's a little bit more frantic. I think on the 64 there's a bit of a pause between attack waves, which can make it a little bit boring, but it doesn't detract too much. But now, you can pick up yellow or red power-ups. I think, let's have a look. Yeah, red ones give you more weapons. If you look at the left hand side of the screen, you've got a choice of weapons now. That's a zigzaggy one. I'll stick with that one, which is a two-way forward. And if you look on the right hand side of the screen, at the top, there's a yellow bar. I think that's your energy for oh, I missed them. That's your energy for these weapons. Once you're out of energy, you just go back to the default weapon, I think. And if you lose a life, you lose the most recent weapon that you picked up. I think the road effect's quite well done. That's quite smart. It's quite effective. It's not as good as it is on the Amiga though. But I think the gameplay is very much 8-bit. I think if you had this on the Amiga, you might be a bit disappointed with the actual gameplay in terms of not really being 16-bit. So I think it's more at home on the 8-bits, to be honest. Even though that it's obviously it is a better game on the Amiga. Yeah, I can fire now. I've got some energy back. Jump over. There's sort of restart points throughout the level. If you lose a life, you start at the last restart point you got to. So you don't have to go back to the very start of the level, fortunately. Yeah, I think on the right hand side of the screen the red bar is your energy, I think. So if you take a hit, your energy obviously goes down. Or it says armour, your armour then. Now you can see that there's a little river or void runs between this one. You've got to jump over it at certain times. Oops, and not fall into it. So I made a bit of an ass of that. Controls are a little sluggish, so there's a bit of inertia on the craft. It can make it a little difficult sometimes to line yourself up. So you've got to jump over the middle there. And jump back. Oh, do you have to jump back? Oh, jump back anyway. Looks like I've made an error there. Obviously got to learn the level layouts, to be honest. So it needs a bit of practice as far as that's concerned. I think Even the background styles, I mean, they all move in the right direction. You know, it's quite well done that way, I think. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't own this back in the day, which is a bit of a shame because it's not a bad game at all. But see, I played it on the Amiga, and I think the Amiga version is better. I played it in the Spectrum as well. The Spectrum version is not bad. Oh, what? Well, that's game over. So that's Eliminator for you, released by Hewson. So, you know, it's a Hewson game, and Hewson don't generally release shit games. So you know what to expect. Well, there you go. That's Eliminator. I think it's not a bad game at all, actually. I don't. There's not much to criticise. Okay, the gameplay is nothing brilliant, and I don't think it's not as good as Trailblazer or Cosmic Causeway, but it's all that sort of ilk. You know, so if you like those games, then definitely give this a go. But don't expect it to be as good as those. But it's not bad though. I'll give this 7.5 out of 10 because it's not bad at all.